Hello everybody, Cartoonist Ryan here, and this is a nighttime video because I don't sleep anymore. But yeah, this is my new car. As you saw, I got rid of the RX-7, I sold it. It blew the motor, so I sold it, and then I scrapped the Intrepid, which really sucked because I love that car, but I needed the money. And I got this after the RX-7. It's a 2000 Lexus ES300, and it's in pretty good shape for its age. I bought it with 176,000 miles. Currently sits at 183,600, so I put a decent amount on it since April. I got this car April 6th, and it's in pretty decent shape for its age. I'm going to use this little flashlight here to point out some imperfections when I go over it. First imperfection, I noticed this when I bought it. I mean, it's fucking obvious. I don't even know what that is, but anyway. Obviously, it's got some chips from the road and whatnot. I plan on touching that up. It's got a few dings and dents here and there. I mean, it's 22 years old. The wheels need to be painted. The paint is coming off of them. And there is blue on them, as you can see. Let me zoom in. And I think that blue was the primer because it's on every wheel, as you can see, which is very interesting. And I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I did, this is like one of my many takes of this video because I don't know, I haven't filmed in a minute, but I did a Carfax on this car about like 2 weeks after I got it, and I figured out I am like the 13th owner, which is pretty crazy, but 22 years, and had a long service history. But this car had 4 insurance claims, 2 of which were a total loss, but this car does not have a salvage title. This car was hit in the back, and as you can see this blue tint right here, like this blue stuff, that paint, and then I'll go to the paint on the rest of the car. It's just black. It was hit right here in this quarter. You can literally see the crack of Bondo right there, and the Bondo down here, and the Bondo right there. It was hit in the rear here. They did a pretty shitty job of repairing it, but it's better than what I could have done. But it doesn't mean it's not shit, because this fender was pushed in, and as you can see, it is eating the tire if I take a corner really hard. Only if I take a corner really hard, I have people in the back, it fucking eats it. Which I need to roll that out, but you can see the Bondo and stuff all through there. Scrape there from the accident, but I did not pay terribly much for this car, so I'm not bitching about imperfections like that. The rear end looks good. You can see there's like adhesive from when they taped the trunk shut when it was in a wreck, but don't notice it in the daytime. I thought I'd do it in the nighttime. You can see a lot of the imperfections, especially since the street light's right there. My freaking bumper stickers are already coming off. Kind of lame, but they're okay on this side. And this side is fine. As you can see, the paint is supposed to be all black, which, I mean, that is black, but it has like blue mixed in with it. These are the only 2 noticeable rust spots, which aren't insane. The underbody of this car is really clean. There's a scrape on this side too. This car has not had the easiest life. Like I said, I didn't pay much for it, so I'm not really bitching. It's missing a trim piece here, which I'm gonna go to the scrapyard and get one of these days, but I can never find them of the same year as this one. They're always older. And as like I said, there's those freaking wheels, but no more chipping. You're a freaking coyote. Anyway, so this is the interior, and I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's an interior. It's a pretty nice damn car. It's got real wood. It's cracked right there because someone took this door panel off before and they chipped it, and that doesn't sit in right, but it's whatever. Seats are in pretty decent shape. It's got memory, power seats, power locks, power windows, power mirrors, auto dimming rearview mirror, and side mirror. That one doesn't dim. I don't know if it's supposed to, but only these two do. This is not real wood, the radio and that are not, but down here all that is. And this heated seat switch was broken when I got it. And I robbed another one out of an older ES300, and it don't sit right because of these weird, you see how it stops it? Yeah, I need to sand down that plastic and it'll go in there. Heated seats work, got dash cam and my radar detector. That is Tabitha. It's got garage home link, it's got a sunroof, all that good jazz, side airbags. It's in pretty decent shape, decent sound system. Front speakers, though, the surrounds on them are gone, so they rattle, so I have to get new ones. And the rear sub that comes standard in these, that speaker grill back there, was blown when I got it, so I wired in a fucking shitty one, but it gets the job done. I'll pop the hood for you here. So this generation I think was from 97 to 2001, and this generation ES300 came with the 1MZ FE. This is a 3-liter V6 with dual overhead cam and variable valve timing. It is timing belt driven, which I just had the timing belt done not too long ago. That was a pretty penny. I think about almost a month ago I had it done because it was the fucking original timing belt from 2000, and I got the water pump and tensioner, all that shit done too while they were in there. But the original freaking timing belt, water pump and pulleys from freaking 2000 we're still on this car at 180,000 miles. And I'll show you the timing belt and stuff here in a minute because I still have it in the trunk, but yeah, as you can see, it's in pretty decent shape. It leaks transmission fluid, as you can see by the ground, which it's okay. 22 years old. The top motor mount is really non-existent. It's a pretty quick car. Pretty reliable, these engines. These engines have a tendency, if you don't, kind of like the 2.7s on the, like my Intrepid, if you don't change the oil frequently, they'll sludge up, except for this one isn't because of coolant, it's because the oil passages will get clogged with the muck and shit from the dirty oil. Don't mind my messy trunk. That's the fucking sub I wired in. It's literally a Logitech home sub. It bumps decently, but look at this. That's the all original timing belt from 2000, and look at that cracks and stuff on that. There's a water pump. Surprised it lasted as long as it did. Yeah, there's the trunk. There's the stock sub up there, 8-inch. Gotta get that replaced. Oh my god. That frog has been there for God knows how long. It's dead. But, yeah. It's a pretty decent car, gotta say. It doesn't handle like the Intrepid, though. I really miss that car. I really miss that car. But, let's talk about some other things. Get her started up here. This is definitely going to be a longer video. So I can show you guys, you know, in depth what's going on with it. I'll keep it open so you can hear it start. $183,608 miles. And what you're going to realize here when I start it up is the check engine light is on, and that is because of an evap leak somewhere that I have yet to diagnose or care to fix. And then the VSC and ABS lights are on, and I don't know why, because there's no codes for them on the computer. So that's something I'm going to have to look into. power steering pump winds on this. That's a very common thing to go out on these. But like I said, the VSC and stuff, those stay on for, I don't even know. As you can see, it's really quiet. It's a very quiet car. What's the temperature outside? 74. Put that to like fucking 73. 4-speed automatic with selectable overdrive. Let me turn this on. You can see it. Overdrive switch on the side there. Then first and second and low for, you know, going down mountains and shit. It shifts really good. I mean, it should, considering it leaks power steering fluid. It does that too. Considering it leaks transmission fluid, it shifts good because there's always new transmission fluid in it. I really do like this car. It's very nice. It's definitely not as quiet as the Intrepid was in the sense of like interior noise, which is really odd considering it's a Lexus. But then again, it has freaking pillarless doors, so those seals are known to need replaced, especially after 22 years. The horn does not work, and neither does the cruise control, which leads me to believe it might be a frickin' clock spring. Not a big deal. And that noise you hear, the ticking, is one of those two. It's either the radar detector or the dash cam. They like to click a lot over bumps. And the other noise you hear is the leather pushing up against the pillar in the back. Because there's really no noises on the inside of this car other than the frickin' wind noise you hear as you go along, which is normal for any car. It says automatic lights. Get on the highway here. It's not even really half throttle, and something I've noticed about this car is if it doesn't have to downshift, it won't. It does not downshift to the lowest gear unless it absolutely needs to. Which you might say, well, yeah, that's how transmissions work. No, like, I'll do a little above half throttle right here and it only kicks into third gear. Versus if I floor it completely, then it will kick into second. And then it will pull hard. But, like, you have to floor it for this thing to really want to downshift. It gets awesome gas mileage. I mean, about 138 miles on this tank, and that's where the gas gauge is sitting. I don't necessarily speed around, but this car will definitely get you into trouble if you keep your foot into it. It really likes sitting at 70, 75 mile an hour. That's like its sweet spot. And when it's in fourth gear like this, it really likes to hold fourth and just use all of the torque to accelerate. I mean, look at this. God damn it, it fucking went into third. But usually, like right now, it'll stay in fourth and then just torque it, which I like. Almost 80 mile an hour, and it's pretty quiet. You hear the wind noise though, like I said, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my, like I said, my new car to me, 2000 Lexus ES300. Hope you guys have a good day, and hopefully more content coming soon.